Please rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, Geneva, we're back in school, and we hope you enjoyed your Thanksgiving break and your week of remote learning. I'm Rebecca Spezzano, and GTV News starts right now. Welcome back. Here are your morning announcements for Tuesday, December 8th, 2020. While obviously COVID has affected all of us in one way or another, we were at home last week because of it. And one of the many groups affected at GHS is senior athletes. Some of them may have to retire their uniform without playing their last game. GTV reporter Tessa Bulk took a look at how exactly the pandemic has affected athletes.
It's no secret that COVID is impacting the lives of high schoolers everywhere, but there's a group at GHS really feeling the loss: senior athletes.
To have this last year, like for seniors in this case, or really anyone, have a year taken away from them in the sport it changes your perspective on a lot of things.
It's kind of a given it won't be normal by now, and I think all of us have accepted that. We're all ready to change whatever we need to just to make the season happen because we all want to play.
I really felt like senior year was my year to go out and show everything I could do, put everything laid on the court.
For varsity cross-country runner Colby Coronado, instead of being able to give his all, COVID left him with what-ifs.
Qualifying for state, but not having that state meet is the most concrete definition of bittersweet that I could ever think of. Because for me, working all that time, all throughout high school, it hurts knowing that I'll never get that opportunity again.
Yet on the other side, COVID provided time for athletes to perfect their craft, which varsity basketball player Nia Adiawood took advantage of by training in Chicago, leading to unprecedented opportunities.
And my AU coach and my teammate referred me to this college, and I got a call from the coach. Honestly, if it weren't for me training in Chicago like I was in this AAU season that was kind of shortened, I don't know if this offer or opportunity would have been there. So I'm just really glad the way things played out. I'm super excited.
But first and foremost, athletes are in this position because of a global pandemic.
And I'm worried about we've got the same problem within the school. What do you do outside of school? What are you doing? Not, are you gathering with your buddies? Are you, not being smart about your business off the practice field? That's where my concern is. But as far as the safest place they could be is at practice.
Being an athlete and stuff, it's like a certain responsibility, knowing not to go out to large gatherings and stuff, because I want to be healthy so I could play. So I want other people to be healthy too, so they can do what they love.
Taking what they've learned from their sport, they make the most of the moment.
You just got to make it happen, and you can't control those things. You can't control what tier you're in and what the rules are. All you can control is your world.
You have to find ways to make things work. No matter how hard it is, you have to make school work, especially online. You really have to learn how to adapt to things, and I think that's the greatest thing I've learned from football is how to make changes so quickly and how to adapt.
Being able to be a team player and do your part in this pandemic has just been super, super important.
While these students have every opportunity to be disheartened, it's the athletic spirit inside of them, telling them to persevere and be a team player, a lesson we could all learn from. For GTV News, I'm Tessa Ball.
We will, of course, keep you posted here at GTV about what our GHS athletes are doing and what's being offered. And now Tessa will also give us a quick wrap-up of the national news that you can use. In other words, news outside our halls.
Thanks, guys. Just this morning, Tuesday, December 8th, the first Pfizer COVID vaccine was administered in the UK to a 90-year-old Margaret Keenan.
If I can do it, well, so can you.
Margaret Keenan turns 91 in the upcoming week. and says this has been the best birthday present. Rudy Giuliani, Trump's personal attorney, has been hospitalized after testing positive for COVID-19. This comes in lieu of Giuliani traveling to key states with no mask, trying to convince lawmakers of election fraud. Out of an abundance of caution, the Michigan State House will shut down tomorrow, as well as the Arizona State House, shutting down all week. A huge victory for trans advocates as the Supreme Court decides to reject an appeal to the bathroom policy. This appeal was filed from Oregon parents who want transgender students in their school to use locker rooms and bathrooms based on their sex assigned at birth. The decision lets stand a federal appeals court ruling that upheld the district's policy of permitting trans students to use facilities that aligned with their gender identity. And breakdancing has received Olympic status as it'll be debuted as a sport in the 2024 Paris Olympics. Thanks for tuning in to News You Can Use. I'm Tessa Balk. Now back to the desk.
Thanks, Tessa. And now for a look at today's weather. The high is 37 and the low is 30 and cloudy for most of the day. It's been more of the same lately, but a sneak peek into the future is that there is a chance of snow on Saturday, so that is something to look forward to. Here's 3 to know before we go. SAGA will meet today in room EE183. The GTV Club will meet today after school in the studio, and remember to check your email for school schedule announcements. Well, Geneva, that is all we have for you today. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Rebecca Spezzano, and have a terrific Tuesday, Geneva.